In this video lesson, I will show you what is Synthetic Pip Calculator, so you know how to calculate the pip value for each of synthetic indices. You will see on the Get No Trading website a link I will put below the video inside the description where the pip calculator is located, so you can see it and how to use it. So in this video I will show you step by step what each of these variables inside the pip calculator is used for and how to put the correct values inside so you can calculate the correct pip value for each of these indices. So let's go. You can see in front of you here that you have several fields for this pip calculator. At the top you have a pip value, which gives you the results in the US dollars. Below that you have a symbol field where you have a drop-down menu which you can use to select one of these synthetic indices. Below that it is a volume, which is also called a lot size, which usually goes from 0.01 up to several or 100s lot sizes. Then you have a contract size, which is a number of units, which is defined by the broker for specific synthetic indices. So you need to pay attention to this, it is very important. So then you have a point value, which represents a price change for certain indices. So you need to pay attention also what is the point value for each of these synthetic indices, because it's very important to calculate the correct pip value for that indice. Then you have entry price, stop loss and the take profit. These fields represents, for example, an order that you will open inside the trading platform. So you can put here an entry price, your stop loss and your take profit. And then below that you get the stop loss difference, and that means the difference between the entry price and the stop loss. And below that you have a take profit difference, which gives you a difference between the entry price and the take profit. So this is a very helpful tool that helps you to avoid using the calculator, for example this one, to calculate what is the difference between the entry price and the stop loss and the take profit. You can easily use these three fields and click the calculator and you will get the stop loss difference and the take profit difference. And then after that you simply put these values here inside the point value to calculate what is the value in US dollars. So let's go a little bit further and I will show you more details about this synthetic pip calculator. First of all, I would like to show you a presentation where I will explain to you all the variables. So the synthetic indices pip calculator has several fields, and each of these fields are very important. These fields here like volume, contract size, point value and then the symbol. So it's very important to know what they represent, so you know to put the correct values inside those fields so you get the correct pip value and also the value for the stop loss and the take profit. Then you will see how to use them to calculate your profit and the stop loss so you can calculate your risk, because the risk management in each trade you open is very important. Because you need to know how much money you will make and how much money you will lose on each trade. So you can put the correct stop loss value, price level and also take profit price level. And after that, why is this important? It's important to know how to use the calculator in precise way to get the correct values. So let's go. First of all, I will show you this presentation where you will see all the details about each variable, so you know how to pick the correct values to the pip calculator. First of all is the symbol, and the symbol represents the market watch list where you have all the symbols available from your broker. So this list will be different for each broker you are using. If you are using Deriv.com broker, you will have much of them, probably lots of them, but it depends also about the country you are located in. Then you have the volume or the lot size, which goes from 0.01 or more. The volume equals 1 represents one standard lot. So when you go here in the drop-down menu here inside the Pip Calculator, you get all the synthetic indices that are available on the trading platform that I'm currently using. Then the volume is here, which goes from 0.01, so you can put here 0.01 for the volume, which is also a lot size. And that, the volume or the lot size, you will see how to use in trading platform. After that, you can see here, when you click the Open New Order window inside the trading platform, you get the symbol here, Volatility Index, with the drop-down menu where you can select all other synthetic indices. And then you have the volume, and the volume represents a lot size, so you can see here that you can change the values by using the arrow up or down. Then you have a contract size, which represents a number of units which your broker defines for that symbol. So for example, when you go here in the Market Watch window and you click the right mouse button, for example, to the Volatility Index, you get specification option, and when you click it, the new window appears. And this is here. You can see that you have several values as a specification for the Volatility Index. One of them is the second row, which is a contract size. This is very important to know for each of synthetic indices what is the contract size, because the contract size is used to calculate the pip value. So it is very important to know this variable. Then you have the tick size or the tick volume, which goes from 0.1 to lower, like 0.0001. And the tick size is the price change, the smallest price change unit, which goes, for example, for the Volatility Index, you can see it here inside this table, that the tick size is 0.001. And that means when the price changes on the chart, it goes by difference by 0.001. Okay, now let's go further. Here it is, the tick size, an example from the trading platform. And here are several. I have put here 6 of synthetic indices for an example. On the right side, you can see the list of 6 of these synthetic indices, and on the left side you can see the tick size for each of them. For example, Jump 10, it has tick size equals to 0.01, and that is defined by the broker. When you go here inside this table, you can see that the Jump 10 index has had the price 85083.79. Now you can see that it has 2 decimal points, and this is also very important to know. If the broker defines that the tick size is 0.01, that is a 1 pip. So when the price change by 0.01, it will mean it has changed by the 1 pip. Then you have a boom, which has 4 decimal places, and you can see here inside the table the price it has is 9815.3510. Below that you have a stamp index, which has only 1 decimal point. It is 8837.4. Now you can see volatility 75, 50, and then they all have a different tick size. So it's very important to know what is the tick size for certain synthetic indices, which is also used in calculating the pip value. Now let's go further. For example, in this case, if you are using Trading View chart, you cannot see details about the contract size and the tick volume, because there is no specification window for each of these indices. So it is the best to use MT5, which is MetaTrader 5, where you can see all the details about specific or certain synthetic indice. And there is a second possibility: if you are using TradingView, you can contact support for details and ask them to give you specification sheet for each of indices that are providing you on the trading platform. Okay, here is a specification window, which is inside the MetaTrader 5. When you click right mouse button on certain index inside the list, you click specification window, and the new window appears where you can see the contract size, tick size, and tick volume. Then when you go slightly below, then you get also what is the minimum volume and also what is the maximum volume for this synthetic indice. Here it is, an example. An example shows you here Volatility Index 10, where I have opened an order, which is a sell order, at the current market price, which is 6676.773. And the price has changed and it has moved to the 6676.512, which is a difference by 261 points. Okay, and the profit is 0.26. This is everything done by the MetaTrader 5, all the calculation. But if you would like to manually calculate, here is how to do it. So for Volatility 10 Index, when you check all specification details, it says that the contract size is defined by the broker, it is equal to 1. A volume is 1 standard lot. And the tick value, and that is the price, is changing by 0.001. It is defined like this. So the pip value formula tells you that you need to multiply point value multiplied with the volume and the contract size. So when you put all these three values all together, you get that the pip value is 0.001. So the pip is equal to 0.001, which is also the tick value on the chart, but it is $0.001 in a US currency. And the reason for that is because the contract size and the volume are 1. If you change one of these values, the pip value will not be equal to 0.001 but some other values. So this is important to put all these values to the smallest one, which is the volume is 1 and the contract size is the 1, and also the tick value to the smallest one. So when you put all these values like this, you get a value for 1 pip, not 2 pips, 3 pips, but 1 pip. So when you use all these details from this order that I currently have open, here it is. So 261 points, and the price difference, when you divide these two values, you get 0.261. So have in mind that when you calculate the pip profit or the pip loss, you need to multiply this 261 points with $0.001, which is a pip value, and then you get the profit or loss is $0.26. It is the same like we have here inside the trading platform, so it's very important to use the correct values. If this is not so clear, if there is something missing, I will show you more details. Let's move forward. So here it is, an example. When you use Synthetic Pip Calculator, which I have shown you at the start, and you will have the link below in the description, when you use, you need to follow several steps. So first step is to define what symbol you would like to use. I have put here a step index. Then you define the volume. So if you would like to calculate the pip value, and that means 1 pip, you should put a volume is equal to 1, which is a standard lot. Then you put the contract size, and the contract size is defined by the broker. In this case, for the step index, the contract size is equal to 10. So you need to put the value 10 into a formula. And then you put here the point value. So you can put here 0.01 or the tick value that is defined for the step index. So for the step index, let's move backwards a little bit. Step index, you can see that the step index, it has the tick size 0.1. So if you would like to calculate the pip value for 1 pip, you put here 0.1. But in this case, I have put 0.78, which means 78 pips. So when you check this, sorry, it is 0.7 pips, 0.78, which is 7.8 pips. So when you calculate the price difference and you make the calculation, you get the current for 0.78 price change, you get $7.8. If you put here 0.1 as a point value, you get the pip value $0.1. So if you have a trade that you would like open, and here are the details where the entry point is this one, the stop loss is this one, and the take profit is this one, then you will get the stop loss difference and the take profit difference. In this case, I have put a stop loss difference into calculator, and I have calculated this would be equal to $7.8 as a stop loss. If you would like to take profit, if you would like to calculate the take profit difference, you would put 1222.45 here in the point value, and you would click calculate. You would get the pip value, which means a take profit value in US dollars. So you would know how much money you would make on that trade. Okay, I have made a table for you, so you have all the synthetic indices here on one place, where I have put several columns, and one of them is the contract size, which is already predefined by the broker, and this one is Deriv.com. And you have here the minimum volume, the maximum volume, and also the volume step between the minimum and the maximum. So you can increase or decrease the volume by this step. Then you have a point value. So this is the tick size I already have calculated for you. And then you have a value for 1 pip, and that means the volume is 1, which is 1 standard lot, multiplied with the contract size, which is defined. So you have here a pip value for each of these symbols on one place. Here is the formula I have used to calculate this column, which is the pip value, and you have used 3 colors, which you can see. This is the orange, this is the column where the pip is, then you have a point value, which is this column, and then you have the red color, which is a contract size. The volume is always 1, which is 1 standard lot. If you change the volume, you will change the pip value. So the pip value is point value multiplied by 1, which is a volume multiplied by the contract size, which can be 1 or 10 for the step index. Okay, so let's move forward. I will leave this table like this, so we have it. Now let's go to the pip calculator, so you will see an example how to use the pip calculator. Okay, so when you are on the Get New Trading website, click and select the symbol. For example, let's take Volatility Index. Immediately it will change the value for the contract size, and here where the volume is, I will put 1, okay, which is a 1 standard lot. Point value, it will be already automatically changed to the predefined, which is for the Volatility Index is 0.01. So for example, if you change this one, for example, to step index, immediately the contract size will change and also the point value will change. So I have put here predefined values for the Deriv.com broker, but it is possible to change to any other value if you would like. So you can put here number 1 if you want, or you can also change the volume to 1.1. Have in mind that the volume should always be used with dot, not, for example, comma. It will not work. So let's put here 1. The contract size is 10, which is already defined for the step index. Sorry, I will use Volatility Index. Okay, he will change immediately to the predefined values. So when we go here, I will increase this one so it is much better to see it. When we use this one, Volatility Index, let's put this one here. You can see that the current market price is 6632.2.189. So you have 3 decimal points. When you go to the calculator, the point value is also with 3 decimal points. This is very important to know what is predefined value from your broker. Now, if you do not know what it is, simply go where Volatility Index is, right mouse button and specification. So this is the way I have already explained in the presentation how to get these values. So here you have a contract size, then you have a tick size. So it is already defined that it is 0.001. If you have other broker, you will see which is the tick size. If you have, for example, 0.01, so 1 0 less, and you have here the price 0.387, this will mean that the 1 pip will represent a price change from 2 decimal points. The third one you do not count, okay? So in this case, you have also below that, you have the minimum volume, which is 0.3, and the maximum one is 100. So the volume step that you can change from 0.3 to 100 is 0.01. Now let's go and take one example. I will open one order and I will click here volume as a 1. That is one standard lot. I will put here stop loss and the take profit without the levels because I want to show you how to calculate. I will click the sell market. Okay, now I have new order open. It is for the Volatility Index where the current market price is 6632.301 and the volume is 1. So let's do this like this, and now let's check what would be the stop loss. Let's modify the position and put the stop loss. I have opened a sell order, so the stop loss should be somewhere above. So for example, let's put here 6639. Okay, it will be 6639.386. This is also okay. And put the stop loss, for example, take profit. It should be, for example, here. I would like that the price comes here, and let's see how much money can I make when I put the price here. It is 6626. 6626. Okay. Now click modify, and here are the values. You can see that I have take profit value here and I have a stop loss here. So how much money would that be in US dollar? So simply go here in the Pip Calculator, click the entry price, which is 6632.301. Then put the stop loss is 6639.386 and the take profit is 6626.529. So when I click the calculator, click calculate, I will get the stop loss difference and the take profit difference. Okay, and above that you will see that the pip value is $0.00. And why is that? Because I have 3 decimal points, but my pip value is in 2 decimal points. So the pip value is 0. But if I have here 3 decimal points, it would say 0.001 US dollar. Now, if you would like to calculate how much money is a stop loss difference, simply put here the value 7.085. When you click calculate, you get the pip value, which means the stop loss in US dollars. So you would lose 7.08 US dollars. To verify that the pip calculator works, you can go simply here to the chart and you put your mouse over this line here, and you will get that the profit would be minus 7.09. We have 7.08, and this is the slight difference between the rounding the numbers in calculator. But let's go and check for the take profit, which is 5.71. Click calculate and you get that the profit would be $5.77. To verify this one, you simply go here and check 5.77. One thing to remember here, you have here, for example, the difference in points, which is 5,772. But here, where we have 5.77, it is not written as a 5772. So pay attention to not put here a 577 value, because when you click calculate, you will get the wrong value in US dollar currency. This is very important to use the price difference as it is written here with a dot. Okay, this is very important to know. So let's, for example, let's close this one order, open new one, and change the volume. For example, the minimum one is 0.3 for the Volatility Index. This is visible here inside the table, inside the specification sheet for this one. Let's check again, Volatility 10 specification. The minimum volume is 0.3. Okay, let's open a new order. It will be a buy, and put here 0.3 and click the buy. Okay, now I have changed the volume, and for example, let's put the stop loss would be here and the take profit would be here. Okay, so if you would like to check how much money would the stop loss be and also the take profit would be, simply go here, put here the entry price, which is here 6634.402. The stop loss would be here 6630.509, and the take profit would be, it is above here, 6640.204. Then the volume is 0.3, and the contract size remains the same. It is defined by the broker. Okay, and then click the calculate. What is important? It is 1. It is the point value here. So if you go here, click the volatility, change the 1 to number 1, and boom index, and then repeat again for the volatility 10 index. It will pull out predefined value. So the volume is 0.3, contract size is 1, and the point value is 0.01. So when you click calculate, you get the value for the stop loss difference and the take profit difference. So if you would like to use a stop loss at this level, simply put here 3.893, click calculate, and you would get that you would lose $1.17 with the volume 0.3. To verify that, we can simply go here, delete these lines, and change the trade. Just a minute, and put here the stop loss would be what we have said. Stop loss would be, I will simply copy paste this one, so it is much easier. Modify. The stop loss here would be, for this value is, just a minute, 1.17. It is the same value we got here in the pip calculator. So if you would like to calculate the pip difference for the take profit, that would be 5.8 in prices, and that in value would be, calculate, 1.74 in US dollars. Let's go and check this one. Is this one correct? Here it is, take profit above 1.74. It is the same value we got here inside the pip calculator. So you can see how this works with the pip calculator for the synthetic indices. Simply put the entry price, stop loss and take profit, which are defined by you, and click calculate. You will get the price difference, and take each of these price difference here in the point value, simply copy paste, and you will get the values for in US dollar currency. So this is the lesson, how to use the pip calculator for the synthetic indices. You will get the link below the video in the description, and also I will put here several links to other videos where you will see for each of these synthetic indices an example how to calculate the pip value and also the stop loss. So you will have several videos for each of these indices to see precisely on the chart here on the trading platform how to calculate the values. And also you will get a PDF with these values, just a minute, with this table, which you can use and print out for yourself. So you can have the pip value for each of these symbols that are available on the trading platform. So if you would like to get this PDF table, simply go in the description, check the link, and download the PDF on your PC. So if you like this video and you would like to get more of this video, maybe I have not covered something you would like to learn, simply leave a comment below and tell me what you would like to learn. What would you like me to cover in the next lesson, so I will pay attention to put emphasis on that point so you can learn and solve all the problems that you have. If you like this video, click the like button and subscribe. See you next time and happy trading!